Hello, legends. Welcome in. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. How the bloody hell are we, you lot? Had a big old run to the park. Buddy's pooped. He's had his dinner. He's all tuckered out. We're back into Path of Titans. Hell yeah. Going to be continuing our hats grow here. Keep our bird flying. Try and get it up to adult this evening. It's bloody fun yesterday. Got a bit of a handle on the flying mechanics. We managed to get a couple of pretty key, I'm going to call them mutations, but abilities. Much less stamina drain, which is handy. That was our big problem, was our stamina. We're kind of getting big too, which is a good thing. Getting a bit chonky. I trust you've all had a lovely day. Or a lovely evening, and your weeks are going well. Wednesday, 8 p.m. here, because we in the future, baby. Okay, we need to find location Wilderness Peak. Okay, it's a bit of a mission, but I'm up for it. It's down there. Don't think we've actually been there at all yet. We could do that on the way. We'll do this critter out to the west. Out that way. That way. We'll go for the critter. Locking that glide. Oh, yeah. What's that? Well rested, increased growth rate. Okay. And reduced gliding. That's our flock migration ability. Hell yeah. Good afternoon, FCF. Welcome in, mate. How you traveling, bro? How's the weather around your way? Hot and humid, I bet. I've never seen one of them before. Not quite sure what that is. Pumpkin-y looking thing. (5 p.m) 32 degrees and rain coming in the next hour. Called it. See if I can pull this little critter out of here. What do we got? We got to kill 2 of these paleos. No AC, just a fan, mate. It's hectic. What are you doing, little critter? We gonna tango? No, he's pretty passive. I'll take it. No! Oh, he nearly got away. He went to bury himself, but we pulled it out. Part-time ninja, welcome in, you little ripper. And Bud Bud. Oh, Bud Bud. How you going, you VIP, you? Alright, so it's a lizard-looking thing to paleo. We might be able to see him out on the plains. We'll have to keep an eye open. But we're going to go from here quite far south down to this location in the center of this part. Haven't really explored there before. How my favorite dino trainer? I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well. Another long day in the office. That's okay. Just a short stream tonight, midweek. Keep putting up 6 streams a week, FCF. Keep on grinding, baby. I'm excited for the coming week, though. Got all of next week off work, so we've got some spicy things planned, including our 24-hour stream, you lot. Check the Discord for the announcement in the Discord channel. And when you look at that announcement in the Discord channel, the start time is geolocated to your location, wherever you are in the world, which is pretty fancy. Managed to figure that out the other day. So check out the Discord announcement, and that'll tell you where locally, or when locally, we'll be starting that 24-hour stream. Also, before the 24-hour stream, it's going to be Halloween, of course, end of the month. So I've got a couple of Halloween streams planned. You'll have to check the schedule. Just trying to work out a bit of a cosplay for me and Bud. We're going to be playing the Little Nightmares series of games. Really cool, like, horror platformers. I've had my eye on them for a while. Oh, we're gonna have to climb here. Let's just stop for some stamina. Mistakes were made. So we'll start that on Friday night, which will be Halloween for us, and then on our Saturday morning we'll pick it up again. We've got 3 games to get through: Little Nightmares 1, 2, and 3. I'm pretty excited. Okay, let's ban that. You gone. You gone. Out of here, Streambo. Well, it's always windy in Path of Titans, says Makoto. It's always blowing a bit of a gust, isn't it? The windy isle, mate. I'd rather wind than rain, that's for darn sure. That burnt forest looks cool. Bit of a different biome. Yeah, it's okay, Part-Time Ninja. It's okay. It's probably not as, it's not quite as natural as the Isle with the PT. But I like it. It's nice and relaxing. For sure. And getting up there might be a bit of an issue with our stamina the way it is. See how we go. On the lurk. Oh, hell yeah, FCF. That's awesome, mate. Hello, kids. How are you over there in the Philippines, you little legends? I hear something screaming over there. Not too keen to go anywhere near that. The big meteor crater. We haven't actually been in there, so I think we'll go to this point of interest and we might come back and check that out. All in the name of science. Beautiful. Quest achieved. We found Wilderness Peak. New ability available for purchase. New skin available for purchase. Okay. Interesting. There's a critter cave over here out on the Grand Plains. Let's go to the meteor. We'll check that out just because we haven't been in there yet. We'll see the meteor crater and then we'll head down to Grand Plains and try and get the second critter that we want. Suitably terrifying scream of the hats. What do you think about the combat system? It's very similar to Legacy Isle, Makoto. It's a bit tail chasey for my liking, because the movement is so janky coming from the Isle. The combat obviously relies on that movement quite a bit, and it's yeah, it's pretty janky, mate. It's like MMO combat compared to hardcore survival combat of the Isle, you might say. TK, welcome in, brother. Hey, traveling. I haven't done too much combat, Makoto Bushi. We've been killed a couple of times, and we have managed to kill something as the as the Sarco, as the croc. We caught something crossing the water and got a few good bites on him, and then by the time we got to the land, he was pretty much dead. We just gave him a couple of extra bites and it was over. You might have seen the short on YouTube. And the only other combat we've had was against, we were playing as our Spino, and just really getting frustrated by the slow, cumbersome movement, and got murdered by a couple of really agile little dinos. So we might have to try out some of those agile little dinos. LJ, g'day mate. Evening to you, you legend. Couple of dinos running around down there. Many dinos. I see 3. Oh, they're doing quests, it looks like, to the little nest thing. Yep, that'll be a little group doing the honey quest. Okay, we're gonna have to be very careful landing here. They're picking flowers for that, it looks like. Wonder if we can get away with landing here and getting this critter without getting attacked. Let's see. Make sure we get some of our stamina back, just in case. We're kind of out of the way. If they didn't see us, we'll be all right. Yep, they're just doing their little flowers gathering, it looks like. Oh, he's getting a bit closer, though. You stay over there, mate. Get back here, lizard. Beautiful. Let's take to the skies. All that clomping is a bit scary. All right, we've got another critter hunt one. Another new ability available for purchase. Okay. Mate, could be time to head back to the home cape already and apply some of these abilities. Where's the nearest one? Okay, White Cliffs, Seagrass. Well, we could head out that way. We haven't been that way yet. We'll go on a little bit of an explore. Wyburn91, welcome in. How you traveling, mate? There was a raptor back there, but not in our group. We are on our lonesome. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, LJ, for sure, mate. For sure. Much more casual than the Isle. It's kind of cruisy. Oh, there's a raptor down there. Speaking of raptors, don't know if you can see him. Looking down there by that big rock. Dobo, hello, bruv. How you going, mate? Been liking it more than the Isle, says Wyburn. That's fair enough. Look, if I had to pick one, I would pick the Isle. But I'm not disappointed that this is in my library. I am enjoying it. Oh, he's coming out. Yeah, 100% LJ, you nailed it, mate. Seems like a good dino game to play after a 10-hour day. Exactly right. Nah, I'm not into the dragon's dragon. I've got another one on my radar, actually, that Eben suggested called Animalia, and it's like an African savanna survival game where it's lions and cheetahs and zebras and elephants and crocs and things. So we might give that a go next week when we got the whole week off. Still new to Passes Wyburn? Yeah, fair mate, so am I. You've heard of that too? Yeah, hell yeah. It looks a bit janky. It's got mixed reviews on Steam. But, you know, it's right up our alley so far as theme goes. So I think we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go next week. One of those days off. Rick teased me with that earlier, said, oh, but he was on Day of Dragons. Too funny. Yeah, have you checked out Rickona playing Day of Dragons, Tarkin? He's been playing it a bit lately. Last time I seen Animalia, it was rough, but it's been a bit, says Tumble. Yeah, I'm kind of getting... The mixed reviews on Steam tell you about all you need to know, really. But, you know, it'd be interesting to see from an Isle player's perspective going into a game like that. Whether it's, you know, what are those mixed reviews coming from? Is it from people that don't quite understand the survival aspects of the game, or... But yeah, I have seen some mixed reports, and that's okay. It's worth a go. Okay, we've done the one critter. Now we want to go to our cave. Let's go out to the coast here. We'll check out the one on the coast. I don't think we've been out there before. Take to the skies, hats. 3 Sneeze, you legend. Welcome in. How the bloody hell are you, mate? Dropping the 8 months in a row. What a bloody legend you are, 3 Sneeze. Thank you, thank you, thank you, mate. And ongoing support means the world to me, you legend. Battlefield 6 Battle Royale came out today. I really like it. Okay, I haven't seen any of it. I've been working all day, but I did see that it got released. I trust all is well with you and Tesla, 3 Sneeze. Cruising up there in Queensland somewhere. Been pretty fun. You've been playing it as well, Adobo. The sounds of it. Good take on the whole 100 PvP. Yeah, interesting. Free to play, says Adobo. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Red Sack, I think it's called. Where are we? It's at the top of the lagoon here. It's an interesting little lagoon, isn't it? Up on the cliff. It's kind of nice. Wonder if we'll get missions here. Lakeweed could be a good one to do just here. Now, where is the cave entrance, you reckon? It's below us here on the beach. I hear something clomping around too. We're gonna have to be a little careful. Oh my lord. A big thing clomping around. And let's get in there quickly before they realize what we're about. Don't want to get camped out of our cave here. Buddy cam! Let's go, 3 Sneeze. Hell yeah. I love the circle, says TK. It's just flames and death is immediate. Okay. Short campaign, but very good. They've definitely gotten back into my good books, says LJ. Okay, cool. I've never been much of a Battlefield fan, I'll be honest. Battlefield 1942 was the last one I really got into, and that was 25 years ago. Followed on from Battlefield 1942 into Project Reality, which is the spiritual successor to Squad. Bloody love me some Project Reality. All right, we got the, what have we got, these new abilities? I'm not quite sure which ones they were. We'll just go through each. We want to get the Peck Barrage if we can. Quick attack that increases in power with each hit, can only be used while grounded. Gain increased knockback resistance while active. Oh, I don't mind getting the stamina back with a Peck though, to be honest. Block migration we're definitely keeping. That is giving us the less stamina drain when we're flying. Wing beat we could drop maybe. We haven't used that too much with the heavy knockback. Flail with the front limb. Okay, that would give us an air attack. That'd be nice. We don't have anything at the moment we can attack with from the air. 700 for the flail. What's the hide that we got? Tough beak. Reduce damage first hit. No, less stamina. We'll keep that. Our legs are running start. 5% increased maneuverability. We've got reduced fall damage. I don't think we've taken fall damage once yet. Increased turning. We need more growth for that one. Oh, we can actually unlock the flail and add it as well as the wing beat. Let's go. So that we can put the flail into there. Beautiful. I'm sure there was another. There was one more that we unlocked. I'm sure of it. Oh, was it just literally the pattern? It might have just been the pattern. Yeah. Well, that's pretty fancy. Let's go with that. Purchase. What's it going to cost us? Oh, it's actually going to cost us their actual dollars, I see. Which we have none of. Okay, fair enough. Keep your skin. Keep your fancy skin. A couple of quests to collect. They'll give us a bit of growth. All right, job done. Used to play 1942 on my dad's old Windows 94 PC. Hell yeah, LJ. It's gotten all the good bits of Battlefield 3 and 4, and yes, the Circle of Fire will put you in your place real quick. That sounds pretty cool. We'll have to check that out. Started off on Battlefield 1942, says Part-Time Ninja. Went down the Operation Flashpoint armor path. Didn't know about Project Reality. Probably would have liked it since I got 1,600 hours on squad for sure. Yeah, Project Reality came out, maybe the mod came out maybe 2 or 3 years after Battlefield 1942 got released. Yeah, squad's a hell of a good time, LJ. If you get a group of organized squad mates together, it really shines. It's a bit of a shit fight in puppy matches, but if you got a bit of a crew to fill out a squad, you can have a really good time with it. What do we got here? Mushrooms and flowers are our mission. I would have loved some lakeweed, but it's not going to give it to us. I guess we can stop for a water at least, though. Fill up the old thirsty bird. Giga, welcome in. How you going, mate? Yeah, probably got about the same amount of time on squad. Part-Time Ninja. Absolutely love it. Doing so well, Giga. Another long day at work. That's okay. We're nearly there. 2 days to go, and then I've got a week off. Have Armor 3, but no one to play it with, says LJ. MQV8 has become a legend. Thank you for the follow, MQV8. Welcome in, mate. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I am Fish Gang. Welcome in, MQ. Fish Gang. I haven't played the full aquatics yet. We've got a Sarko that we played on our second or third stream. That was pretty fun. Got it to adolescence. But I haven't actually played the full aquatics. Just wasn't sure how much, how interesting it would be with the other players and things. But the water biomes are certainly pretty detailed. They've done, obviously the devs have done a lot of work around the island inside the, like, underwater, the reefs and everything. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, Giga, for sure. It's much more casual than the Isle. Good one to come home to after a long day at work. It's not too stressful. Just going to turn on the viewer night vision here. We'll just give you a little bit of gamma. Just a little touch. I'll turn it down a touch. There we go. For your viewing pleasure. Okay, we've done all the flowers. We just need mushrooms now. Don't know if we'd be lucky enough to get mushrooms up on here. We'll have a little fly around and see. No, they're lilies. Maybe there. No, not so lucky. We'll head over towards the Critter Cave. That's that little blue symbol. Keep an eye for mushies on the way. I'm the same with Power Wash Simulator. Utter chill game. Hell yeah. The only thing I would love to be added to path, says Wyborn, is being able to smell for food nearby. Mate, the amount of times I find myself holding down Q, trying to scent, just so hard coded into me from the aisle. All right, mushies, where are ya? Okay, Dragon. Come on, little critter. Let's have ya. There he is. Get him. Come here, critter. We're gonna fail this mission unless we get back to that zone. I've just realized. I think was this way. Don't know if we're gonna make it. We've got 25 seconds to get back in the zone for the mushrooms. I'm hoping it's just back this way. Come on, be here somewhere. 10 seconds. White Cliffs. Oh, we made it. Okay. Elusive mushrooms. One patch probably just about do us 25. G'day, modder. How the bloody hell are you, mate? Need some cooking ideas. Want to do something that's big on flavor. Do like tacos or burritos. You can spice up your mints and add hot chili and all sorts of stuff to it. And it's a good one for the fam too, because you don't have to add all those sauces to the kids one. Get some tasty cheese, bit of a salad mix. It's nice and easy. And then it's just about sauces. All right, let's stop for some stamina before we make a mistake and plummet to the earth. Mango bourbon pulled pork, hell yeah. Now we're talking, TK. I was thinking simple family meal. You're going all out. Yeah, mushy, mushy, mushy. He did say big on flavor. You're absolutely right. flowers everywhere. My kingdom of flowers for a patch of mushrooms, please. Well, there's some glowing mushrooms. I don't think they're going to be the ones we want, unfortunately. No, glow mushrooms are something different. It's a start, though. I asked for mushrooms. Maybe somewhere in this biome. Somewhere near the glow mushrooms. Looking to the pool port for the weekend. Hell yeah. Very well. How are you? Big day on the... I'm very well, mate. How are you? I'm doing well, mate. Big day on the tools, so I'm a bit effed at the mo. Have smokers, and Mrs. Modder is Italian, so spag's always on the menu. Hell yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. Another long day in the office for me, but that's okay. Couple of days off, and then I got a week off. Couple of days to go, and then I got a week off. So who's complaining, right? Get those wings up. Thank you, Burb. Oh, mushrooms, chat. I see them. Yeah, very excited, Modder. Big things planned for the week off. Lots of streams. Our 24-hour stream on Sunday. And we're going to do 2 Halloween streams. Friday night for everyone here in the future. And then Saturday for all of you in the distant past over there in the States. Just trying to work out my Halloween cosplay. One measly little patch of mushrooms. Come on. Thank you for the lurk, LJ. Appreciate you, mate. There's another critter hole over there, so let's head towards the critter hole. Very, very slowly. Mandy, welcome in, mate. All right, critter, let's have ya. Sucker for mac and cheese when the smoker's on. Hell yeah, it's a great side for pulled pork or whatever it might be. Brisket. Come on, you little rat. Don't you go back in there. Thank you. Oh yeah, definitely modder. Mac and cheese is the easiest thing to make, and I'm not quite sure why people go and buy it from the shop. Lichiraku, welcome in with the raid. Hello, raiders. G'day, one and all. Hell yeah. Get down. Appreciate you, Lichiraku. I imagine you were just playing the aisle, my friend. Lee Smells raid from Buff Bagel. Welcome in, Buff Bagel. Good day, Hanya de Crazy. Hello to you. Welcome in. Thank you for your first time chats. Actual Juicer Ramen Shop raid. Hello, Actual Juicer. Nice to meet you all. Welcome in, one and all. If you're not sure where you've found yourselves, I'm Anzac Ace. Right here is Melbourne, Australia. He is Buddy the Doggo, and we're playing some Path of Titans. We are an Isle main. I'll pull Buddy the Doggo's little face up into the camera for you all. We are definitely an Isle main, But we've been exploring Path of Titans over the last wee while, and I'm really enjoying it. About the last week, we've been having to go through the week. I'm having a bloody good time in here. It's very chill compared to what I'm used to in the Isle, that's for sure. And that is not a bad thing. How was your run, Lichiraku? Path of Titans streamer. I've been playing for 5 years. Wow, a veteran. Welcome in, mate. Yeah, having fun with it for sure, Juicer, for sure. It's being definitely an Isle main. I'm over 1,000 hours in the Isle since the start of the year, and probably, what are we now, 4 or 5 streams in? We're probably about 20 hours into Path. Other than the dinos, there's really not much to compare between the two games. They are very different in all of their mechanics, including the movement and combat is much different here. So we haven't had too much combat yet. We've lost more fights than we've won, that's for sure. Favorite dino so far in the game. So we started with the Allosaurus, which a couple of people came in and told me was a bad start. It's desperately in need of some TLC apparently. But we had a bit of fun with the Allo. We played the Sarco, the Croc, and then we played the Spino and got that to adult. The Spino was the first time we got to adult. I was pretty much really enjoying the Spino, but the Sarco was quite cool as well. And then, so just with the eye to get around all the different mechanics, we're growing our hats here now. We're just playing on officials. And the flight's quite nice. Like from a mechanic perspective, it feels good. And if you're in the Isle, my favorite dino would be the Gallimimus, followed by the Carno, and then the Trudon, rounding out my top 3. The kids might say it's lit. Surely, modder. Over 14,000 hours for Leech and Path. Main is Meg, Denon, and Patchy. Yes, the nasty, nasty Patchy. We got killed by a couple of Patchies in our first or second stream. Little rats. So we haven't found our way to unofficial servers yet. We will eventually. Just trying to get my head around a few different things here on officials without having to worry about rule sets and discords and all that kind of crap. But we certainly play that way on the Isle, so we will find our way there at some stage. Yeah, mushy, mushy, mushy. What server do you play on, Leech? I imagine you play on a custom server of some sort, unofficial. Truthiomimus might be for you if you like galley. Okay, I have seen a kind of galley thing running around. That must be that. Oh yeah, there's mushrooms. Hell yeah. Want to play this flyer more? Yeah, it's quite cool, mate. I'm enjoying the flight. Officials, there's no rules. I'm strictly an officials player, says Leech. Okay, that's interesting. Most people I talk to that have come through that have played a bit of Path are all on unofficial servers, telling me how wonderful they are. I don't mind the officials though. Certainly not as bad as the Isle officials. The Isle officials can be pretty toxic. Deinonychus is like the big feathery raptor. I'm not too sure. I'm sure Leech and friends can answer us. Dynan's more teeny tiny here, says Hanya. Did we finish that? We did. Tiger nuts are so spicy. Jeez, we're thirsty again. Is that not fresh water in that lake? There's some tiger nuts. We call Denon's chickens here, says Leech. Okay. I'll remember that. Tiger nuts or grass? Just grass. Or maybe they're uphill. Maybe. No, we're flirting on the edge of the White Cliffs here. What's the Hot Springs quest? Find location. Okay, we can do that next. Let's knock over the tiger nuts and we'll get out of here. Deinonychus is the smallest of the 3 current raptors in the official version of the game. I have seen that some of the custom servers have over 100 different species. I imagine there is very much a tier list in those servers. Some things is just simply OP. Pretty difficult to balance 100, I imagine. Is that tiger nuts or is that grass? That is grass. Shaking around too much to be tiger nuts. Yep. Oh, there's some. Best way to grow his hats is literally just fly around the entire map and grab the point of interest bonuses. Okay. Just explore everything. I've kind of been doing that. We've come pretty far so far, but we're just doing a bit of questing while we do it. Some have everything from pigs to dragons and griffins. Right. That does not sound like our server to be in. What you said about all officials, pretty much the same for path, but without the full reset on death. Okay, sure. Okay, so we've got this location we want to go to, which is up in the north there. We do need to get some water here at some point. Gain a bunch of height. Flap those leathery wings, hats. Doesn't take much to trigger Tarkin Dragon. Did someone say dragons? To the moon. Yeah, we've gotten a bit bigger just out. Coming up on sub-adult here. How you going today, mate? Hey, bud. You okay? What's up? Zooming. On your bed, mate. Imagine that's fresh water down there. Looks like it's blocked in. Oh yeah, that should be good to drink. Oh, something big and scary. A couple of big and scary things over there. Grumbling at us. It's all salt. Okay, righto. What's up, Eddie? Welcome in. Hot springs of fresh water, and Savannah has ponds in the northeast corner. Hunter's Thicket has a big drinkable lake. Okay, we'll get to hot springs. We should be okay. We're gonna have to land and get some stamina before we get all the way up there, though. See how we can pull this off. Oh yeah, not bad. Not bad for a big bird. Hot springs water can heal you as well. Okay. The healing mineral waters of the hot springs, eh? Yeah, I'm liking it, Gestal. I'm liking it. I'd be interested to see how it goes in a real fight. It's about the only thing we haven't done with it yet. We've packed plenty of AI. Find something smaller than us to bully, I think, at some point here. See how we go. I imagine this is a fairly popular spot. If it's freshwater and healing, might have to be a little careful around here. Yeah, okay. Use the wing beat to knock him back. There's a little trike or something there. Quite a cool little area. All the sulfur rocks around. Oh, hello, birds. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Rats. Oh. Precise movement. That one. There we go. Hack and weave your head with a precise movement to dodge, then use wing beat to push them away so they miss their damage. You get your pick cooldown back, okay? Lots to learn. No, I still don't really know any of that stuff. Just out something about your body weight, and then your attack as well, like the amount of damage your attack does based on your body weight and their body weight. I'm not too sure, mate. I just pack until it dies. Keep it simple, stupid. No, they didn't attack me, Wyburn. They were just trolling. He just pushed me into the water. All right, what do we got? Hunt 3 platyhystrix. There's an A for them just here. Might as well go and do that. We'll get the first one of them critters. Oh, it looks like he might be going away to hide. Finally got him. They were all misses, those first few shots. Thank you. Nether King, welcome in, brother. Do you like the equation? I mean, sure, it couldn't hurt, could it, just out? Whether I'm going to use it or not is another question, but that's okay. Hit us with it. Yeah, it's PvP modder. All the dinos you see are dinos, except for that little frog thing. Those birds are dinos. That little... or wherever he was. The little dibble thing. There he is. That's a player. Attacker weight divided by defender weight. Multiplied by attack damage. So basically punching up, they have armor, and punching down, they do increased damage. Okay. It'd be nice if it showed you your weight somewhere, wouldn't it? Instead of just this stupid bar with no information. Tell me I'm missing something and that it does show me my weight somewhere. Or is that just stuff you need to know? No idea dino weights until adult, right? Oh, is that another one of those little critters? Oh no, it's a different critter. Where'd he go? Want some lunch, little critter? And you're on the menu, my friend. Rather dramatic end to his little life. Oh, well, we might as well head around the top here. We'll explore all these regions. That looks like a cool little lake. Go and check that out, directly north of us. Yeah, it's treating me well, Nether. Pretty cruisy, mate. It's a pretty enjoyable experience. Very atmospheric, as you can see. Get up there, big bird. Oh, that's a shame. It just leveled out. Whoops. All right, we gotta do it a bit more gracefully than that to keep the speed. Kinda. Got a bit of wind beneath our wings. Come here, critter. No interaction available. Oh, he might be coming out anyway. Take that. And that. They are very dramatic when they end their little lives. Same is true in reverse. When it's you against something small like Apache, righto, you just murder them. You're doing 4 times the amount of damage based on your weight. To the north to this little lake. Looks pretty cool. We'll check that out. We'll explore the Northern Island reaches. Looks pretty sulfuric as well. Hell yeah. Making the Isle come back, you say never. You can clamp dinos under a certain weight. Says leash, fly off with them and drop them and let gravity finish them off. I'm looking forward to being able to do that. We have got our clamp attack here on right click. We haven't found anything small enough yet. Can't sleep after playing that game. That game you were streaming, Mandy. Looked pretty freaky. What was that game called? Wild for sure, says never. Off the horde test, back to Avrima for a while. Hell yeah, mate. Welcome back. Got your prime outer croc. Let's go. Ready for that to happen over on the public branch for sure. Yeah, the outer system's going to be awesome, isn't it? Got to run, says modder. Copy that, mate. Awesome, modder. Hell yeah, mate. Have a good night. Thanks for coming through. Oh, Bud's come back. Welcome back, Bud. Hell yeah. All right, let's get rid of the gamma filter. Let's washing out the colors a little bit. There we go. Beyond excited for the outer system update, says never. It'll be Christmas present for us all, mate. Madison, it's called. Okay, cool. Definitely one of the scariest games I've played. Wow. Okay, that was Hunter's Thicket. So let's go northeast and we'll do a little bit of region discovery up here. That way. Big old climb into a vertical dive, pick up speed, and then into a glide. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. The mud flats. Don't think we've been up here before. Zooming. Hydrate from LJ. Thank you, brother. Good call. I need to top up, actually. There's another critter hole out in front of us. We'll head over to that. Oh, fancy flying. Growth inhibited. Not sure why that popped up. Like 20 Amanita. I'm not even sure what Amanita is. Some type of plant. What is that? What did that pop up? Growth inhibited. I'm not quite sure why it's given us that. Said something about an open area? Question mark. Amanitas are mushrooms. Okay, red and bright mushrooms. All right, gotcha. The bad ones. Get back here. Hell yeah. Knock that one over. No obvious flowers in here for the next quest. All right, where did we end up? Up at Rockfall. What is it called? Rockfall Hill. We'll go east. We'll discover the Rainbow Mountains. Take to the sky, my leathery burb. Candy Mountain, Charlie. Looks like a pretty good perch over there. Hell yeah. All right, Candy Mountain discovered. We'll follow the river down. Get down towards the burnt forest. I think we just keep following the east coast. Maybe stop at one of these home caves, just check on our stats, see if we can upgrade anything here. New growth stage reached. Let's go. Now we got to do this silly little nest thing. Okay, so we are now subadult. One more section of this bar and we're going to be full grown. We got a new one here. Voice. The Shriek of Horrors. Reduce all carryable dinosaurs' speed by 25% and 30 meters. Okay. So you land on the ground, shriek, and then it stops them from running away so quickly. That's interesting. The Death Croak. Call that lowers armor by 40% in a 10-meter radius. Usable only close to a corpse and while grounded. Okay. The Beak Clack. Claps your beak and makes all ungrouped characters within a 25-meter range do an alert call. All right, that's interesting. I think I like the Shriek of Horrors out of those three. So we're gonna go southwest across the pond here. We'll hit that home cave and then we'll continue down the coast that way. Kind of want to go this way. Like that, I reckon. Sarah Buffett flipped. Yeah, it is very similar. Get up. Holy F, a bird. Welcome in, CG. How you going, mate? I'm forcing them to drop trophies. That's a sneaky little trick, Leech. Oh, we're still sprinting. Whoops. Discovered Snake Gully. It's more that way. Climb up there. Well, it's the first time we're taking fall damage. Crashed into the mountain. Now you get trophies from killing other dinos, but what are the trophies used for? So when you pick up a trophy, if you take it back to your home base, it gives you a growth boost. It's like another mission. Once you pick it up, it like triggers a hidden mission to return the trophy to your cave or one of your caves. And then it, just like all the other quests, it just gives you a bit of a boost on your growth. Not sure if it does anything once you're full growing, other than become a collectible to add to your cave. That's our jump. Jump. All right, we'll fly then. We'll go this way. Fine. Be like that. Oh, there was another little dino running out of the cave. Knocked our face into the wall, made a little squeal. Okay, character. What money we got? We got 1,700. We got a bit to spend here. Kind of like Shriek Horrors here. Let's go with Shriek Horrors. So, and then we got to apply it to a slot, so we'll put that on there. Okay, so what have we got? We got 1 is our wing beat, 2 is our airborne flail. That's our only airborne attack. 3 when we hit the ground and shriek. Right click is our carry creature, and then left click is just our peck, which does give us some stamina back, which is quite nice. Every time you land a successful peck, restore a small amount of stamina. That's been really handy, actually. Block migration I like for this less stamina drain. That one could be good for combat, but while we're exploring, we can always switch out and use that later. Leech says trophies give 3/5 bar of growth bonus, and only dinos above 4th bar sub-adult drop trophies. Okay, so they got to be pretty big. You're the first hats I've seen to not use barrel roll. Yeah, I didn't like the look of it. Which one was that in? That was here. Quickly dart forward in a roll, damaging things in your path. Only usable while sprint flying. Yeah, meh. I like that it says medium damage on the flail. We're all about that damage, baby. All right, that's all of them done. Exit. So we'll go east and down the eastern coast back towards Ripple Beach. We'll explore those areas that way. Just get a bit of stamina back before we do so. And then we're gonna want to fly that way. Come on, Stan. Raid coming in. Rick Kona, you little ripper. Welcome in, Herrera's. How we doing? How's the owl today, Rick? I jumped in there at one stage. I saw you had a bloody albino Herrera, mate. Hell yeah. Love to see that. Get down. Can't wait to finish Yotai, says TK, so I can hop on other games. Tell myself I'm not going to do anything else until I finish. That's a worthy bloody challenge, my friend. How you going, Rack? Thanks for coming through with a raid, you legend. Welcome in, everyone, from the raid. You're not sure where you found yourselves, but I'm sure most of you are. I'm Anzac Ace. Right here's Melbourne, Australia. He is Buddy the Doggo. Welcome, one and all. Someone carny that Hera. Did you get cannibal mutation? Is that what I saw? Not albino skin. Oh, you got carnied. You mean, as the albino. All right, blink and you miss it. Departed the burnt forest. Volcano Bay. Oh, we'll get over to the salt flats here. We haven't discovered them yet. Buddy the dog. It's his boxing name, is it? Buddy the dog. Oh, we've discovered salt flats already, have we? Okay. Looks like there's a heap of players at salt flats. Hence this little symbol. That means there's brutal combat going on over here. We'll land and get some stamina. Hope to God the bloody rain stops so we can actually see something. And we'll go and see what we can see out on the salt flats themselves. Should be a few fights going on, I think. I wonder if we can land in this tree. Let's see. Oh, we can. Hell yeah. It's a nice little spot. Can't see much, but it's pretty bloody stealth. So if you're not sure about Anzac Ace's channel, chat, we mainly play the Isle. Just been experimenting in Path of Titans in our weekday streams after work over the last week and a half. Quite enjoying it. Very different games. I think the only real comparison to be made is the dinos. Every other aspect of both games are pretty vastly different. But I'm really enjoying it. It's quite casual compared to the Isle. Nice one to play after a long day at work. Salt flats is always brutal now that Impact Crater has no water. I did fly over Impact Crater. Looked a bit barren and empty. T-Biscuits with the follow. T-Biscuits has become a legend. Thank you, T-Biscuits. Welcome in. I'm not quite sure how we're going to take off from here. We're just going to have to flap our little hearts out. Oh yeah, we're kind of getting it. Kind of getting it. There we go. Oh, let's see what might be out here. Oh yeah, all sorts of dinos. There's another hats. There's a little galley looking thing. Wow, so many. Every man and his dog out here. Well, we know where all the players are. Salt Flat's the place to be. Everyone's just kind of flirting though. No one looks like they're fighting. Must be South Plains. Oh, are they gonna fight? No. Just watching our stamina rather carefully here. There's a kangaroo looking thing. You see that hopping around? It was hopping. Is that? Oh no, it's Apache there. Couple of Apaches. No, it's Highlands, fam. This is the Kumbaya circle, it seems. Everyone's assault players, but no one's fighting. Okay. There's every chance that they're all in a Discord together. So let's just make sure we go somewhere safe for our little rest. We run out of stamina and land in amongst them. It's the Camptosaurus. We call it the kangaroo. Okay, I'll have to give that a go. Beautiful. Should be pretty safe. Small herbivore. Yeah, figured it was a Herbie. Officials is the same in every dino game, it seems. The no rules of officials, eh? Mixed packers thriving. All right, that's Salt Flats. Busy, but not very full of action. What have we got left? I guess we've probably got a couple of spots in here we need to discover. I think this is all we've done here. We've got Ripple Beach, Stego Mountains, that whole thing. There might be one more in here, but it's probably part of this Hoodoo expanse, I imagine. And that's into Stego Mountains. So let's go west now. Get over the top of the green hills and up over between the hills and the swamp. And then we'll travel down this main river to the other corner of the map. We'll discover all of these regions. This problem with officials is even 6. No one fights fair. Yeah. If you can't beat them, join them. It's about where it's at, on my opinion, on officials. The next time I visit officials, I'm bringing 20 of you with me to run a Trudon gang or the ultimate galley flock. Only one there is Birch Woods. Okay, there is another zone there. That's okay. Going the other way now. 50 trues or bust is never. Be pretty incredible. To the stars. And I'm pulling out of that too sharply, I think. I need to make my dive a bit more shallow. Maintain a bit of that speed. We've got a bit of a speed boost. Mega packs don't bother me as much as mixed packing, says Mandy. We ran a group of maybe 20 Sarahs once on officials. Wow. Brutal. Get up to some high ground and we'll rest again after our scuffed dive attempt. Big Quill Lake, so east to like here-ish and down there. Kind of this way. Love running a Megalania gang, says Leech. Megs are pretty fun to play. Is that the big lizard thing? The Komodo dragon looking thing? Is that the Meg? I haven't tried one yet. We've been killed by one a couple of times. That is it? Yeah. They look really maneuverable, which I like. certainly something that I still haven't quite got my head around is the movement of the land dinos. It's pretty janky. So anything with more maneuverability, I think I'm going to enjoy. Now, big fully grown Spino, although very powerful and scary, we weren't maneuverable at all. So players with a lot more experience were able to just nip around at us and kill us. Zoom in. Oh, we've got another discover location up there. Where is that? What? Burnt forest? Find location burnt forest. We literally did. We flew over it. Okay. I accept your quest. In reality, they're 9 foot tall, the Meg. Wow. Yeah, agreed, Mandy, for sure. I hope they're much more maneuverable. To be fair, they're pretty maneuverable in the water on this. It's just slow and tanky on the ground, which could be argued that you're doing it wrong if you're playing a Spino out on the plains somewhere. They've certainly got the size and the bulk to handle themselves out on the plains. This could be a tricky little landing. Oh, he's nailed it. Hell yeah. First go, chat. Ah, right, okay. That's good advice, Leech. All right, we need to start thinking about food and water here shortly, too. See what little critters might be about. Where are we going to get fresh water from? Burnt forest. We could go back to hot springs here. Northeast to hot springs. Actually, that's all going to be fresh water in there. We could just go the way we're meant to be going, I think. We'll head southwest. Grand Plains is bound to have meat. Gal, welcome in. First time chat, appreciate you. Heard Spino and I have been summoned. Call me crazy, but I main Spino and I don't play in the water. I walk around everywhere on ground with my Spino. Yep, that's fair. But we're pretty fresh to this game, so I'm sure with many more hours we'll get used to the movement mechanics, but coming straight from the Isle, they're pretty janky. Oh, that's a mission. Lakeweed. My 3 favorite dinos in the Isle are Gallimimus, which is very fast and very maneuverable. Carnotaurus, which is not terribly maneuverable but super fast, and then the Trudon. which is, to be fair, slow when it's young, but decently quick when it's bigger and super maneuverable again. So that's kind of play style that I'm used to. We haven't tried any of the smaller dinos out yet in Path, but we will do at some stage. I want to try that, the land shark, whatever that thing's called. It kind of looks like a mini Spino. It's like a raptor with a little sail. That looks really cool. I saw a couple of people playing that the other day. Oh, lakeweed. The conch, that's it, Eddie. But we'll finish growing our hats here. So we got one to full grown. Pops up out of the water with a bit of attitude. Oh. Flops into the water with no attitude whatsoever. Concavinator is his name, is it? Okay. Lake Dank. The lake weed, you reckon? Beautiful. Comes to fighting, it's all about making sure you're behind the dino you're fighting, or you're biting at the dino's sides and angling your head when biting. Using bite, claw, bite, claw. If a dino gets behind you, it's game over. Yeah, it's very similar to Legacy the Isle, the combat in this. Tail biting, basically. You're just tail riding each other the whole way through the combat. Yeah, cover that leech. Good advice. They didn't call it lake lettuce. Okay, so let's have a little look at our map. We need something to eat. I suppose we can't dive, right? We're just gonna float on the surface unless we run out of stamina. Yeah, we can't dive. Okay, so we're not efficient. We'll head down to Grand Plains here, follow the river around. Bound to get a meal. Hats are the worst swimmers in the game, says Leech, okay. Struthomymus is just like Galley but fluffy. Yeah, we saw one out on the salt flats earlier. I wonder how good they are in combat, if at all. They can be pretty brutal on the Isle when you get a couple of you together. They don't do nothing, that's for sure. Hello, Alatherna, welcome in. How you going, mate? All right, better stam. Let's ride. Oh, the rain stopped. Heaven. Oh, yep, here's the Kumbaya circle. There's a body there. They might have actually been fighting. 3 big boys. Hats on the rock. Oh, there's a conch. That's the one I was talking about with the little sail on his back. This thing. They look really cool. Looks like they're in a slow speed pursuit here. Yeah, they're circling each other. Might go down. Let's watch. Oh, he's got something latched onto him, I think. Oh no, it might just be his color pattern. Oh, reinforcements coming for the big boy. There's our stamina getting close. Let's find a rock to sit on here. Oh, there's lunch though. We kind of need lunch. We'll just wait and see what happens with this little group. What is the apex in this game? Asked Nether. I'm not too sure, Nether. Leech, what is the apex in this game? Gigantosaurus or something? Raptors on the rampy can latch onto dinos heavier than them. Okay. I'm doing the opposite of what you're doing. I'm switching from Path of Titans to the Isle, says Gunagal. Welcome, Gunagal. We're doing a 24-hour Isle stream this coming weekend. Make sure you get around that, mate. We'll be looking for some pack mates throughout the stream in various forms as we go our way through the dinos. So check out the Discord. Make sure you get acquainted over there. You'll see the announcement in the announcement channel. The time for the start is geolocated to wherever you are in the world, whoever the viewer is. So check that out on the announcements channel. And we are spending 24 hours in Petite P's, the best Isle server in the world with 300 and something pop. We'll probably just end up switching between the NA and the EU server to keep the pop up. That should be bloody good. That's coming up my Sunday. It's going to be your Saturday if you're in the States. Come and join us for that. Check out some Isle gameplay. We'll get through a lot of different species, all the favorites, and a couple of spicy choices in there too. Rex, Titan, Barry, EO, Spino, as far as I can think of, says Eddie. Yeah, Gunagal. It's kind of designed for mix packing, this game, isn't it? With some of the dinos giving bonuses to their friends of various, like, regardless of their species. I think there's that little bird that can latch onto the side of friendlies and give them some sort of bonus. I'm not quite sure if it's stamina or speed or something. Got about the duck. Tyranno Titan. That does sound like a bloody apex, doesn't it? Want to see you play Maya or Stego, says Mandy. No to both of those options, Mandy. I love and appreciate you, but no. Myers can go and take a flying jump off a cliff, and I do not have the patience for a Stego. I will never play the Maya. Mark my words. Screw the Myers. May they be wiped out by an asteroid. Spicy question mark. Thought you didn't like Croc that much. I do like Croc, Adobo. I used to stream nothing but Croc when I started streaming 9 months ago. I just haven't played it for a while because it is a long, slow burn. But On a 24-hour stream, you've got hours to kill, and a long, slow burn growing a croc is not a bad thing. Is it quets or hats? It's hats, Alatherna. Do it for the gang, says Nether. Too funny. A sub goal maybe for Ace to play Maya. He would hate his life. I really would. I would sacrifice myself to Carnos just so the Carnos can get a Maya win. Hatsagopteryx, there you go. Main Spino and Dinosuchus for Gunagal. Just playing on an official server, Alatherna. We're just getting our head around the game, keeping it casual. You sicko! All right, lunch. What happened to that little lizard? It'll be down here somewhere. The battle's kind of moved its way over there, so we've probably got a little chance to have a look. Oh yeah, there he is. He's right there. Land. Land so I can run. Okay, we're definitely chasing it the wrong way. Let's try and chase it this way at least. We don't want to be over there. Mr. Lizard, please go this way. Thank you. We're gonna get a nice meal here without getting murdered. A succulent Chinese meal. Yeah, it looks like they're not too bothered by us. Oh, he's actually having a go, that Hats. He is keen. No, not playing Patchy either, Mandy. Patchies are prey animals. They've only got one brain cell. If they had two, they'd hurt themselves. I miss my raptor family, says Nether. They have long since moved on to higher lands and plains. Domo says dinos should definitely learn judo. Don't know how good the T-Rex is going to be at judo, or the Carno for that matter. You need to use your arms when you're doing judo, don't you? It's not just about legs. I wonder if we can find that other lizard that ran off. Oh yeah, there's something else. Oh no, there's lizard too. Get back here, lizard. No one seems too bothered by us. Obviously, you'll realize we're not fully grown. We pose no threat. Never. You're going to be exclusively playing Croc by the sounds of it. Peckled, welcome in. Yeah, still on officials, mate. Oh, we're gonna have to be careful of him coming through and swiping us. I thought about it. I thought about it. He's run through to the battlefield, has he? Looks like it. Hello, big boy. Alright, let's find another lizard here. Another bite to eat will do us a world of good. Yeah, bring it on, just out for sure, mate. Probably only going for another hour here, but more than welcome to join us for the hour, my friend. I've got to build this nest, which I haven't quite got my head around yet. We've only done it once before. So it'd be handy to have your help with that. MQ, welcome back. "100% back to the water demon for Nether." Hell yeah. Yeah, it's all right, MQ. I'm enjoying it. What stage of growth? We're in the last stage before adult now. We are sub-adult. A quarter of the way to adult. Ah, awesome, Gestal. Hell yeah, thank you. Lichiraku, thank you for the follow, mate. Lichiraku has become a legend. Yeah, server's going to restart here in about 45 minutes. Mandy, that'll take us up to 2.5. That's not bad for a bloody Wednesday night. Yeah, we're at Grand Plains MQ, that's right. We're not afraid, mate. We're not scared. We're not a scaredy bird. 3 a.m. and I'm going to pass out. Hell yeah, Lichiraku. I will be heading back your way after the stream, mate. I'll definitely chuck you a follow. I hope to catch your next stream, mate. Thank you so much for the raid once again. Nice to meet you and your community, you bloody legend. I hope to see you over my way for the 24-hour stream this weekend. Check out some Isle. Just looking for a little morsel to eat here. Might have to go back towards all the scary dinos. Would have thought we'd find a dino body or two we could munch on, but looks like they've all been pretty cagey. I appreciate you, mate. Have a good sleep. I like how you place his MQ. Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Can we dig up something from these nests, this like anthill for food? No, it's just a resource to pick up like the flowers. Okay. Pretty generous stamina regen. It's regenning even when we're just walking around here. Well, that is a bigger one. Let's go for that one. Lunch. You can eat with a skill. What do you mean, MQ? You can eat with a skill. The anthill, I mean. Oh, okay. So you can unlock like an ability to be able to get food from them. That's cool. It looks like you'd eat it in one bite, but they give you quite a bit of food, the AI. Oh, there's a lizard over there. What the hell was that? One of those big dinos squealing. Let's go this way. It did. It sounded big and close, Tumble. Put another 100 meters between us and that over the crest. We'll fly over there and have a look at what was squealing, though. And the piles of bones as well. Okay, so we need to change our diet type, right? So in your abilities, you've got here your metabolism. So we can unlock scavenger, which means we can eat bones, carrion, noxious meat. That's a pretty cool little upgrade. That was a Titan. Okay, that was one of those big boys. The Hats is really having a go over there. Hell yeah. I rate that, Mr. Hats. Well, so's everything else. The little raptors are having a go. He's laughing at him too. That's cool as. Two raptors just bullying these two big boys. Oh, the Hats is going in. There's the barrel roll. That's the one we don't have. Hell yeah. What's our call? 3. That should slow him down. Oh, we're in trouble. They didn't like us bullying him. Coming to protect their little buddy. I was trying to pick him up. Oh, look out. This isn't safe. This is not safe. How come I can't walk forward? I'm like locked in position. That's weird. Why can't we walk? Why couldn't we walk there, chat? You fight the other Hats? No, that's our friend in chat. That's Jess Stout MQ. The roll is a good damage dealer in the air and for Apas. I'm not sure what you mean. So was that one of their abilities that made us locked into that little spot? Because I just couldn't move at all. Wouldn't walk us forward. Or we literally just in a little hole in the rock there. All right, wherever we respawned. We are... Oh yeah, we're all the way down here in the kelp forest, okay. There's a couple of zones we can explore. We'll head up through the northeast and we'll explore a couple of bits of the zone in there. Yep, see, I can walk around no problem. So I reckon that might have been one of their abilities, maybe. One of their calls or something. It like locked us to the ground. We had stamina. Yeah, it was weird. Shouldn't be unless you were super fractured, which they didn't have. What do you mean super fractured? Like literally broken my bones? Or is that an ability super fracture? Make sure we head into some land here. We don't want to run out of stamina. Yeah, weird, eh? You spawn nice for GP. For Grand Plains. Okay. So you don't lose too much. We just lost a little bit of growth from our bar. But stuff all. what you really lose is your position on the map. Fracture is a status effect dinos can do. It slows your movement, and if you get too fractured, you lack the speed to take off. That's what it felt like. I just couldn't even walk then. All right, recharge our stam. What's that green one over there? Oh, we're in a group now, so we've got all these extra quests, which are like group quests. Won't bother with any of them. We need to head to the mainland. Let's go north again. Worried about stamina. If we hit the water with no stamina, much like the Isle, we will just sink like a stone. So I'm a little scared of that. That's how we died the first time. I think when we first spawned in, we spawned in one of these islands, and without understanding the flight mechanics at all, I took off for the mainland and drowned about there. All right, so we want to go north off here. To the skies. Follow this little sliver of land up towards the mainland. Not particularly MQ. I didn't really want to fight them the first time. I was hoping to just bully that little one. But obviously they're in a group together. So we want to do this build a nest quest if we can. I'm really not sure what the good areas are. We need a few different resources. We need mud is the main one, but then we also need, I think, rocks or something as well. We are over the mainland now, at least. Yeah, I was trying to pick up that little dino. So we used our 3 core, which is this raw, this thing here. Shriek of Horrors, reduce all carryable dinosaur speed by 25% and 30 meters. So we used that, and then we were trying to use our clamp, bite and hold onto smaller creatures to carry them around. Holding onto a creature will slowly drain your stamina. We were going to try and lift them up into the air and then drop them from a great height. But our nefarious plan was not relying on those bloody big dinos coming along and helping them out. No, I just want to build it and get it done. I don't really care for a cool place just out. I'm happy to build it in a convenient place. Actual Juicer dropping the follow. Thank you, Actual Juicer. Actual Juicer has become a legend. I do have a property to show you, says Chest Out. Okay. You're our real estate. I like it. I'll follow you, mate. AFK, cover that MQ. Thanks for the lurk. Dalek dropping the bloody sub. 7 months subscribed for Deranged Dalek. You bloody ripper. Love the stash, mate. You bloody legend. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you, Dalek. How you traveling, brother? Thank you for the 7 months. That's incredible, mate. Hell yeah, we had an 8-month earlier today and now a 7. That's awesome. Trust you're going well, Dalek. We've scheduled our 24-hour stream for this coming weekend, mate. Make sure you get over and check out the Discord for the announcement. It's also pinned. I've now also put it up on my Twitch schedule. If you look at the schedule, you'll see when that starts. We've got a couple of cool things planned for Halloween too, on Friday and on Saturday here. Bones, mud, rock, all next to each other here. Okay, I'll come back. Pentagon, what poppin' as you say? Pentagon with the 10 months, not to be outdone. Thank you, Penta, you legend. Appreciate you, brother. 10 months, that's incredible, my friend. Hell yeah. Thank you, Dalek. Thank you, Penta. And 3 sneeze earlier with the 8. Bloody awesome, you guys. So is it 3 things we need? It's not just rocks and mud. We need sticks as well, is it? Bones, actually. Okay. There's the rocks. There's the bones. And mud's over there somewhere. Okay, so I think we need to go to the menu, right? Yep, build nest. Whack it there. Now open tab to start building the nest. Oh, sorry. F for the nest menu. Okay. Bones, rock, mud. You can donate food and you can donate water, and then the hatchlings can eat and drink from the nest, which is cool. Decorations I don't really care for. Okay, beautiful. So now we got to do the collecting. Oh, someone's making a yipping noise. What was that? One stone at a time. There we go. Contribute rock. Okay. View your nest icon on the map. All right, gotcha. All right, there it is there. Popping in for sure. Hell yeah, brother. Taking you up as a galley apex predator, mate. Talking you up as a galley apex predator. Let my peeps know about the 24-hour stream. Oh, hell yeah, man. Yeah, we'll definitely be playing a selection of dinos. So I will be looking for some galley block mates, that's for sure. As well as various other things throughout the 24. Nope, that's not the right button. We want to put it in there. Drop. No. How do I add it? Have we already done all the rocks? Oh no, there we go. Just have to be standing in the right spot. Had to hold my face in a particular way. I'll be your husband. Hell yeah, Mandy. Appreciate you as always, mate. I'm gonna
working as usual, just making sure I get counted by Twitch as a viewer.
Thank you, Karma Caught Up. Appreciate you, mate. Welcome in. How's Path treating you, Ask Dalek? I'm enjoying it, mate. It's you know, it's not without its issues. It's certainly quite different to the Isle and how the Isle operates, that's for sure. But I'm having a good time with it. It's pretty casual. Okay, so now we just need the bones, I think. Yeah, I'll have to start looking on the old Petite Peds store here in the next few days. Build up a few vouchers, ready for the 24. Is it worth getting? I'm not disappointed with my purchase. I think I'll continue to enjoy it. Yeah. It's no Isle replacement though, that's for sure. It's a very different game, Dalek. I think any comparison to the Isle over and above the fact that it's got dinosaurs is a bit unfair. This is very much an MMO game. I've heard a lot of Isle players, obviously, with the history of the devs of the Isle and then splitting off to make Path of Titans. I've heard a lot of the sad stories, and a lot of people are very partisan about supporting the Isle and trashing Path of Titans, but I don't think that's warranted. Unless you know them personally, what the fuck has it got to do with you in my mind? So, yeah, I'm enjoying it, mate. I think it's a good game, but just different. Not a hardcore survival game. I don't even really think you can call it a survival game, to be fair. It's very much an MMO. Food and water are pretty damn easy to come by. I think you would have to be a 6-year-old playing this to starve or die of dehydration. Whereas the Isle, doesn't matter how many hours you got, you will die of dehydration and starvation at times. I've said it a bit, and I'll say it again, Dalek. It's a nice one to come home to after a long day in the office, mate. When I would likely, if I didn't have Path of Titans, I probably wouldn't be streaming, because I don't feel like playing the Isle right now. Doing 2.5, 3 hours in the Isle barely seems worth it, you know? Let alone the fact that you might die along the way and reset, you know, have to start all of that again. So it's nice to just pick it up and play, that's for sure. And we still got to do more bones, okay? Yeah, absolutely, Dalek, for sure. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button there. I got rocks, that's why, you idiot. I need bones. Focus, Ace, focus. Job to do. Chest out's putting in all the work here. Alright, I think that's done it. Nest condition, yep, okay. Sleep near the nest, above the nest health threshold. Okay. Not sure what that means, but let's just sleep right on top of it and see what happens. Ability editing enabled, okay, so it becomes like your cave, that's handy. We can mess with these if we wanted. Well, that's given us a great boost of bloody growth. We've only got 2 little bars to go till we're full grown now. What missions have we got here? Pine cones, critters. Haven't come across the pine cones yet. Not quite sure what they look like. Moided. Therein lies my problem with some games, says TK. Most days I'm lucky if I can get 2 hours of gaming in, let alone 5 or 6. Those are rare and often scheduled. That's what makes it hard to stay in some survival games, surely. Yep. My stage in life, those are the ones I like the most. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it, when you're time poor, mate, for sure. Those more hardcore games really are often a time sink. One more of those paleos will do us another little critter mission. We'll go for a wander on the island. Dalek dropping the gifted sub to Mandy. What a legend. Thank you, Dalek. Appreciate you. Mandy Murder, one of our mods with the most. Hell yeah, Dalek. Thank you so much for that gifted, mate. You're too kind. Dalek has gifted a total of 9 gift subs in the channel. What a champion. Thank you for your support, my friend. We need one more of those little lizards to knock this critter quest off. Oh yeah, there's one. stealthy in the long grass. Hell yeah. Oh, we're all full up. We don't need to eat it. Beautiful. New one is Platyhystrix. I think that's the little raccoon looking thing. Yeah, you almost need to find like a single player / co-op survival game, don't you, TK? We can just save it and come back to it and it doesn't progress without you there. Have you played Grounded at all, TK? Grounded 2's come out into early access a couple of months ago. I played a lot of the first one, and I'm probably going to get into the second one at some stage over the next year. Looks pretty cool. We'll wait and see once the T-Rex and Allo come to the Isle, we'll blast that for 6 months until the hype dies down, and then we'll be looking for something else, I think, for a bit of a change. Dalek loves Grounded. Hell yeah. The second one looks really good. I had a lot of fun with the first one. Just needed more content for it. So Grounded 2 is a godsend in that regard. What's up, bud? You okay? What's up? You want to go out? I'm just going to let the dog out, chat. Be back. I played both, says Mandy. Grounded 2 needs some more development. Okay, so I'd wait. Oh, that's cool. I probably wasn't going to pick it up for 6 months. That sounds like it's going to be about perfect. Love both. They're great games. Hell yeah. Say January. I'd say by January there should be more content for Grounded 2. Okay, that could, as I said, that could just be perfectly timed, Mandy. Jumped into Grounded 2 for a moment. I do have 7 Days to Die, Project Zomboid, and Scum. I haven't played DayZ, and in DayZ I am more of a do a run rather than build a base. Okay. Yeah, look, if you're in a full-on PvP server, base building can be a real frustration in DayZ, but I've played a lot of PvE / PvP servers where there's PvP zones, and in those servers the base building can be a bit more rewarding because you can't get raided in the PvE zones. I do love me some DayZ. I was maining the DayZ last year before I had enough of it, needed a break, and found the Isle and haven't looked back. I do love me some DayZ. I've been playing since the Arma 2 mod days, all those many moons ago. I actually used to play Arma 2 Milsim PvP servers. I was a heli transport pilot main, flying troops to the battlefield and back. 500-600 hours on Arma 2 PvP back in the day, and then DayZ mod came out and I just was obsessed. Love me some DayZ, says Eddie. Hell yeah. Sons of the Forest is really good too for solo or co-op game. Yeah, I played a lot of the first one. I do have the second one. It just didn't grab me. I kind of felt like I'd done all my forest in the first one. I played it so much with a pretty big group of people as well. But yeah, 2 does look really good. If you're new to the Forest series, just start on 2. Binge DayZ Armor Mods is just out. Hell yeah. Collab on Grounded 2. Mark it in the diary, Dalek. Some stage next year, mate, for sure. Okay, let's look at our last little bit of growth here. What missions do we got? Pine cones, amanita, interact with your nest. Okay, so it's something about offspring. Let's see what we can do here. I think we can adopt players if they're like of a certain size. Now that your nest is complete, it will start producing baby slots. Let's go. Using a filled baby slot, you can send an adoption invitation to another player's existing character. And also, you can also use a filled baby slot to invite another player to create a new character at your nest. Your offspring have the benefit of respawning at your nest up to a certain age. You and your offspring will also have certain beneficial status effects while near each other. Okay, little family tree, fair enough. Family menu under social, here we go. Your family. And because you can adopt, this is where the mix packing really comes into it. As I said, they've really designed the game to be mix pack, because you can adopt any species into your family here. They just have a slot system, so you can have up to 12 slots, I think, in your group. And like a Tyrannotitan is like 5 slots, and the smaller little tiny bird might be 1 slot. So you can kind of mix pack up to a level, like up to a total weight. It's an interesting way to do it. Nether King unimpressed. Just, it's not the Isle Nether, okay? It's a different game altogether. Hunt critters, nest decorations, okay? Place a nest decoration, fair enough. If that's going to give us some growth, let's do that. Let's put one of these mushroom clusters there. That's surely not going to hurt the babies. Just poisonous mushrooms next to where they're growing. You said it all with that face, Nether. I can see you, mate. I can see you through my camera all the way over there on the other side of the world, screwing up your face. Wacko, welcome in. How you going, brother? Good to see you. Okay, that's that done. Is that the nest thing completed? Beautiful. And we got about a bar and a little bit to go. 2 critters, 3 critters. There's a critter thing over here. We'll go for that. And pine cones, which I haven't come across yet. Oh no, there we go. That's going to be the pine cones for sure. Beautiful. Oh, is that one of the critters we need that just happens to be running past? It might be. It was. Hell yeah. I want my money back. We see how this family's gonna be, says Tumble. This game you don't start over when you die. That's right, Dalek. You just lose a little bit of growth. And casual's a vibe, for sure, for sure. Dobo wants his money back. That's funny. Whereas the start from 0 again. Madge. Don't be like that, Nether. Yeah, it's quite nice, and you'll see when the server restarts and we go back to the menu here. You've got like you already have a garage of dinosaurs just on officials, so you can grow one up to just even adolescent and then quit and restart and then bring in another dino, like a different species. You're not locked to the one dino for your entire life. You kind of get a bit of a garage of dinos going, which is quite cool. Similar to oh, that's the mushrooms you got to collect. Oh, hell yeah. Nice one. Thank you, Gestal. Similar to, I suppose, Petite's having, you know, the voucher storage and your storage of dinos, but this is much more user-friendly. You don't have to wait to be full grown. You can just switch out and switch between species as you see fit, as you want. More there? There is more there. What do you think of the quests in combat? I'm not much of an MMO game player, to be fair. So, you know, I would prefer not to be doing the quests, given the choice. Apparently, there are some unofficial servers that do have passive growth and various combinations of both passive growth and questing. So we'll definitely check those out in the long term. Check out some of the unofficial servers. And the combat is just janky for me at this stage. Again, coming from the Isle and very used to the fluid movement of the Isle. I think if you'd played a lot of Isle Legacy, you'd be much more comfortable in this than I am. I did not play much Isle Legacy. Well, about 2 weeks worth of Isle Legacy before I realized, you know, why does this game look so different from all the shorts I'm seeing? Because everyone was on a Brima beta. It took me a couple of weeks to figure out, as I think it does most people. But yeah, it's very much combat between two evenly, like if you have, let's just say, 2 Tyrannosauruses fighting each other, for example. It is just a big tail ride, the fight. You're just getting behind them. Whoever gets behind the other dino is going to win. You're just slapping their tail as they're trying to maneuver around in front of you, you know? Which is very similar to Legacy. A lot of tail riding. Which I don't find to be the most intuitive or the most enjoyable, I'll be honest. But it's cool to explore new things. It's pretty casual, as I said. It's a nice place to spend some time, and I am enjoying it. I'm not regretting my purchase. Certainly keep playing it as the weeks and months wear on, and we'll explore it fully. Smaller dino, you're going to like a lot. Yeah, I think so. The smaller dinos are much more maneuverable, so that'll be our next push. We'll try out the conch and the meg and a few of those things, a few of the raptors. Where are these bloody mushrooms? They're only in that little cave. Pine cones for Africa. There's another little cave. Surely mushrooms. Oh yeah. Years we've been honing our skills on this land. We know where to find mushrooms. Hey, Anki, says Wacko. Yeah, we'll definitely give that a go too. It looks like a bit of a beast. Pretty tough. Punches well above its weight. Beautiful. Enter the last bar before full adult. Head back around here to the little critter cave and see if they've got a critter for us. Something's blowing the horn. Oh, that's what we want. That thing. Get back here. Oh, we can't pick up the AI, it looks like. Just gonna try and pick him up in my beak. One to go. All right, we did the mushrooms. What do we got now? We got clams and one more of the critters. Must be getting close to server restart, maybe about another 10 minutes. Don't think we're going to have quite enough time to get to full grown here. That's okay, we'll pick it up tomorrow. I want to grow the Sarco out too, which is the past version of the Croc, the Dinosuchus. The Sarcosuchian. We've got one about halfway, which we played last week. So I think when we come back for tomorrow's stream, we'll finish growing this hats, which won't take too long. We're in the last bar here. And then we'll switch over to our Croc tomorrow. And then it's Halloween on Friday here, which will be Thursday for most of you in the States. We'll be doing a Halloween stream 2 days in a row. We're going to be playing through the Little Nightmares series of games, which looks really cool. I've actually had Little Nightmares 1 for a couple of years now and have never installed it or played it. So what better excuse than Halloween to play some scary games. Trying to come up with a bit of a spicy cosplay. We'll see how we go. We're gonna have enough time to get these last few 8 minutes. We might just, you know. Oh, we're out of stam. Copy that, TK. Living in the future, Wacko, you know it. Seven to go. Hell yeah. One more of those critters would be nice. We'll go and check the little hole again. Might have respawned if we're lucky. Nope, not ready for us. What else do we got? 70 pine cones. No, we're not doing that one. We got another little critter spot. Let's go north from here. We'll get some stamina back. We'll fly to the north with our last 5 minutes, 6 minutes, try and knock this critter out. I think we get a big boost if we sleep. Yeah, we do. So there's no like safe log with the sleeping mechanic. What it is the first stage is a rest, and then the stage is a sleep. In the rest state, you take double damage, and in this sleep state, you take 4 times damage. So you got to be careful where you sleep. But it does give you a big boost to your healing and your stamina regen. To the skies. Trees have got no collision at certain heights anyway, not all the way up. Oh, there's another one. Hell yeah, that's what we were looking for. It did a bit to us then, actually. More damage than we took when we hit the mountain earlier. Come on, you little rat bag. He's sidestepping our beak. One more. Let's go. Oh, so close. Do we happen to have a home cave close? Oh, to the north is a home cave. It's a good idea to log out in your home cave if you can. When you come back, you get a rested bonus. Gives you a bit of a growth rate increase. Sure, if we're going to make it there, we might just. I imagine we don't want to find ourselves flying when the server restarts. Oh yeah, that's a good speed boost. Dad, welcome in, mate. How you traveling, brother? My dad smashed me Xbox. Oh wait, where's the cave? Hell yeah. GG's. Me Xbox, no. Too good. All right. Get out before the server restarts. I'll show you the little garage situation. I imagine all the official servers restart at once, but we'll just click to rejoin and we'll show you what the menu looks like. Here it is when we exit. So you can just keep growing characters. I think there is a limit, but it's like 25, right? And you can see these are not full adults. These are still adolescents. That's the Sarko, Sarah Sarcosuchus, Ali the Allosaurus, Spiro the Spinosuchian, and Harry Hats. Yeah, GG's Gestal. Thanks for jumping on, mate. Connected gamers unite. So that's quite nice that you can just switch species and leave your dino at its current growth stage and just, you know, come in between whatever you want to do. Hey, I've been growing this whatever and we're getting bullied. Hey, I've got this full-grown adult Spino ready to go, and you can come back in and get revenge or whatever the case may be, you know. It's quite cool. It's a nice little system. All tying into that casual nature of it all, which I've really been enjoying. So, short stream tonight, chat, as I said. Anyone who's new around here, jump around the socials, fam. The Discord, you're all more than welcome to come and join us on the Discord. The TikTok, getting excellent shorts content, as well as the YouTube. We are multi-streaming to both YouTube and Twitch on weekdays and exclusive to Twitch on the weekends. So if you're with us on the tube and you want to join us for the 24-hour stream, make sure you come and get on the Twitch. Chuck us a follow there. We're going to be streaming 24 hours come Saturday in the States, my Sunday night here. But tomorrow we'll be back the same time for another probably 3 hours. We'll go for tomorrow, 2.5, 3 hours. We'll finish off the Hats Grow. We'll jump over onto our croc and try and get that growing up big and strong. Then our Friday stream will be Halloween here in Australia. We're playing Little Nightmares 1. Probably get a cosplay. I'm even maybe got a cosplay for Buddy, but we'll see how that works out. And then Saturday, my Saturday is actually the first here, but it will be Halloween for all of you on the States. So we're doing another Halloween stream Saturday with another spicy cosplay and probably playing Little Nightmares 2, working our way through the series. And then the Sunday's the 24-hour, leading into a whole week off work. So I'll have Monday off after the 24-hour stream, and then you'll get 6 days straight of long ass Anzac A streams right in NA prime time. We'll be starting at 6 p.m. Central every day of the week, apart from Monday, all week next week. So come and check that out. We'll be playing a bit of the Isle. We'll likely play a couple of other things that I've had my eye on. We'll try out this Animalia that is like the Isle but on the African savannah. That was suggested by Eben, one of our community members, so we'll give that a go next week. Thank you everyone for coming through this evening. You're all bloody legends. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the resubs. We had a handful of really long resubs. 10 months from Pentagon, 8 months from 3 Sneeze, and I think it was 7 months from Deranged Dalek, you bloody ripper. Thank you everyone for your ongoing support. It really does mean the world to me and to Buddy. Woof woof, says Buddy. He's found his way to my washing pile. That's Buddy done for the night. So appreciate each and every one of you. As I said, we'll raid you out into another channel now. Stick with us. Smash that ready to raid if it pops up, and we'll go and hang out, and I'll have a quick snack and hang out with whoever we find. Thank you all for spending your time here this evening, and I will catch you on the next one, legends.